Elijah, how's it going? Have a seat, my man. We've talked about everybody that's been at Page in the past 450 years. We'll get you in here, too. Good to see you. What has this year been like for you so far? It's been just tons of fun? Everything's been working great?
I mean, when you're 3-0, you can't complain. Everything is going great. Really put in the work this year, this off season. We came together as a team. Our motto was all in, and to be all in means not worrying about yourself but each other, and that's what really helped us this year so far.
You've seen all that. We talked about it with Harris. We talked about it with James also. All that Page history about the success they've had over the years. You heard about it. What's it feel like to be a part of it now?
It's great because, I mean, you don't get high school football again. Once it's done for. You can't go back in time and say, I want to do it again. Once it's done, it's done. So, to be a part of that legacy and that tradition is great.
Yeah, you think about teams back. You've heard about Coach Kirby. You've heard his name a lot. Think about the teams he had. They had the guys like Todd Ellis, and they had Tripp Wellborn, all these names. You think about those guys, about like more recently, like James Summers and the teams he was with. But now you think about this too. You hear about those guys. You can also say, we got our team. We got a team. You got a good team here too.
Yes,
so in your own special way, you hear about those teams. Also, you can say at the same time, you guys are doing something pretty good right now also.
Yes, sir.
What has made it so successful so far here early for you and for the team?
Like I said, all in. It's us been all in. We got a different mindset. It's not about who makes this play or whether you get the stat or not. It's about doing the job what's best for the team. And as long as we do that, the tradition's going to continue to get better. And the win's going to come and everything's going to take care of itself. So that's our motto for this year. All in. That's the recipe for it so far.
Who's your position coach? Who's drilling all this in your head, getting you ready?
Coach Helms. He's a great coach.
Wow, interesting. I knew his dad back in the day. His dad was a good man, Ken Helms. You've got Wes Helms, is that right?
No, it's Wilson.
Wilson, yeah. Wes Helms is the guy who played baseball for the Atlanta Braves, all these Helms. But I knew his dad, Ken, and Mr. Helms, your coach now, has really got you guys fired up going there.
He got us real fired up. He comes out there and run with us. He don't have his shoes on. He's just a guy with us.
Without the shoes on.
Without the shoes on. So, he's a great coach. He get down with us. He gets us hyped before the games. And, that's the guy that I'm going to miss when I go off to college. I'm really going to miss him.
What is your job like with this defense? Defense, right?
Yes, sir.
Defensive line, right?
Yes, sir.
End or tackle?
End,
okay. So what's your job, your role like with this team? Are you free to make as many tackles as you want? Can I go out? You going to make 15 tackles tomorrow night?
I mean, it depends, and obviously in passing situations, it's my job to get to the quarterback, and then sometimes it's my job to keep those linebackers clean, like Alex Gray and Jamie Myers, let them guys be the tackling machines, just keep them free. So I'm not too worried about making the tackles and all that, as long as the guy gets down. If I do my job and help the linebackers get to him, then I'm fine.
Now, you're how tall?
6'1".
6'4". How much do you weigh?
240.
240. You're not quite as tall. You may be about as heavy as Featherston was.
Yes,
but
sir.
he was like 6'7", probably weighed about 210, very lean. But you're a different player than he was. But do you look at a guy like that and say, "Gosh, this guy goes to Florida State. I might go somewhere like that too. Why not?"
Lorenzo, I learned a lot from him. One thing that helped Lorenzo was he stayed low. He's 6'7", 6'8", but he stayed low to the ground. And I have kind of an advantage being a lower, smaller guy. So just staying low, and I feel like I'm a good player. Like Lorenzo was a freak, and I see why he's at Florida State.
And he had not even scratched the surface, I guess, in high school. He just went crazy when he got on to college, I guess.
Yes, sir.
What about, you talk about your job now. Have you had any sacks yet this year?
Yes, sir. I had one. My first one was a safety last week at High Point Central. Lately I've been getting there, but a little too late. He getting it off, so I finally got to him last year. Last week, and it was a safety, so that was really exciting for me.
Now, Elijah Diarrassouba. Do you like to go by Elijah, or you want them to call you Diarrassouba?
It's Diarrassouba, but
Diarrassouba.
Yeah.
I was close.
It's close. Most of my teammates don't call me Elijah. They call me Suba or Diarrassouba. So a lot of my teams, they don't call me by Elijah.
But you've been around a good while. It's not like it's like your first rodeo. They might say you've been with this team a good while now.
Yes, sir. Since day one, since I came in, I've been with the team.
Were you playing varsity as a freshman or JV or what?
I played varsity as a freshman. It was like the second playoff game. A guy went down. I had to finish out the game. So that was a great eye opener for me. And then sophomore year, I came in starting. Junior year, came in starting. And this year, coming in starting.
Now, this year you're 3-0, trying to go 4-0 tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
At Ragsdale. What do you know about this Ragsdale team? What's your assignment? Probably doesn't change a lot week to week. Probably part of the assignment's going to be the same every week, no matter who you're playing.
Yes, sir.
But what's the role like against Ragsdale? What can you tell us about Ragsdale?
Number one, we still have to respect him. They have a pretty good running back. You know, he's a little shifty guy. You know, he
Number
can
7.
break a couple. Yes, sir. That's him. He can break a couple. And quarterback, we just got to respect all of them because we go out there lazy day. We go out there slipping on them. It won't be too good.
And you, like you say, it's raining some now, so maybe a little slicker. You don't know about tomorrow night. Could be a little slicker at the slicker track.
Most definitely. You know.
And do you got different sets of shoes for these different weathers?
Oh, no.
One pair and that's
I
it.
have one pair.
And it might be wise not to ever change those shoes as long as it's successful. You don't want to change anything.
Oh, right.
Keep the same shoes all the time for
Yes,
that.
sir.
What about running wise? Do they time the lineman in the 40 as well? You guys get that done?
Yes, sir. I got mine done. I got mine done at a couple of camps, and we had a combine at school. And the fastest I ran is 4.81. So I'm pretty proud of myself.
Man,
on that.
I go ahead. If I'm a college recruiter. 6'1", 240.
240.
I mean, maybe I'm not at the high D1 level. I'll go ahead and sign you up at a 4.81. You get a defensive lineman under 5, you're doing pretty well. Or
Yes,
offensive
sir.
lineman especially. 4.81 is not bad at all.
Yes, sir.
How do you get that speed for a lineman being that size and being able to be that quick?
It comes with the weight room. Like Coach G, he preaches the weight room, and he preaches that he lives it, is the weight room, and then you just have to work. You know, it's not going to come to you just sitting down at home. Is the mindset of, okay, what is my opponent doing? You know, is he outworking me? So that's what really motivated me to go out this year. Just every day I was getting after it.
Did you have the same off season this year you had last year?
No, sir.
Different off season
Different off
this year.
season. Totally different mindset. Came in 110%. It was just a whole different mindset this year, this off season.
What were you doing different?
I just
Were you doing the same type of exercise, same type of workout stuff, just doing it differently?
I was doing the same type of workouts in a way, but I just had a different mindset. Like my intensity was at a whole nother level. Like, you know, usually last year I have a last set coming up and I was dreaded. You know, this year I'm like, oh, I'm ready for the last set. And after the last set, I may do another set. You know, it's just the little things like that. It really changed my offseason this year.
Playing all defense, you don't play any offense in.
But this year, you know, they got me in a little fullback.
I wonder about some kind of big package. That's always fun to hear about that.
Yes, sir.
Man, you know, you're not quite as big as DJ Reed. Remember DJ back in the day? Remember the guy who's at Clemson now? He's a big D. He weighed, I think DJ.
That name sounds familiar.
DJ was 6'3". He weighed 320. And they would put him at a lot of. They used him in college at Clemson, a few of those. But you got to feel good about getting that chance.
Well, it feels great. You know,
Let me ask you. We got to dig in this even deeper. Do they put you in the big package as a guy? All right, go in, Elijah, Mr. Diarrassouba. Go in to block, or they gonna give you the ball maybe?
It's gonna be a mixture of both. But you know, I want to block. You know, I just want to go in and leave the hole open.
It's probably fun to do a little different too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You're being blocked all these years. You get to block somebody else for a change.
Yes, sir.
But you got to work out. They got to promise you the ball at least maybe once before the year's over. That'd be fun. That would
That'd
be
be
fun.
great.
If I'm working back to that hard, I'm thinking, guys, at least give me the ball maybe once or twice.
I hope so.
Yeah, and if you get it a couple of times, it's better too, because if you have it a few times, you get used to it. They'll give you one. All right, we'll give you the ball. This game, real late game, you're thinking, I'm gonna get the ball one time. All right, one chance. Give me a couple of times so I can relax and make a big deal of this. But I mean, this has got to be a big season for you guys. It's got to be a big deal.
It's a big season, especially because most of us are seniors this year. You know, we realize that it's the last time all of us are gonna play together.
How many seniors do you think on this group together? 20 at least, do you think?
It's a high number.
Large number.
It's a large number.
Yeah. We talked to Harrison about this fact. We were talking about the toughest team in the league, other than in the Metro. We're talking about Metro, other than Page and say Dudley. Who else would be another tough team in this conference? You think? I know that all of them have to be because they're on the schedule.
Right.
Got to play them all heads up straight. But who's another team to look out for? You think maybe
In our conference?
in your conference? Yeah.
I think Southeast.
That's the one I was thinking of, yeah.
Gonna be pretty.
They beat you guys a couple of years ago at your place,
Yes,
which was
sir.
devastating. Had also got to be tough. Then you guys beat them last year. Southeast, I think you beat them last year.
No, sir. We lost to them last year.
Again last year, too?
We lost to them last year.
You lost to them 2 years in a row.
Yes, sir.
That's enough to get you going right then and there now, brother.
Yes, sir. So
Yeah, plus you got, as Harrison mentioned, you got Ragsdale got to take care of all matters first in front of you. Plus you've also got coming up Reagan and East Forsyth. And that's like one of the playoffs in the middle of the year.
I think those two games were really, question our character and what our team is like. Because we're going to make some bad plays, and what's going to determine whether or not we win is how we come back for it.
And the coaching staff's got to coach those games. The guys were playing these, we expect to win, but for some reason we would have slipped up. These are going to make us better down the stretch.
Yes, sir.
These games will make us more prepared for guys like Dudley later in the year.
Sir.
This will be a quick year, though, isn't it?
Yes,
This
sir.
will be your fourth game, right?
Fourth game.
This game's fun, man. Moving you by, man. Next week will be game 5. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It seemed like yesterday we was doing spring ball,
Oh, yeah. What was that like? I mean, that was different, a little bit different this year. You guys can do a little bit more.
Yes, sir. You know, we got I think it was a 10-day period or something like that, and we all got to go out there and work together. It was great.
Did you guys practice on this side of the road or on the other side of the road? Because back in the old days, I'd drive by Page, and all of a sudden, like in the spring, they'd have like a game going next door to that shopping center in that big field. But I know you guys practice on this side of the tennis courts, yeah.
Yes, sir.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
Back
sir.
in the day, those guys would go on the other side of the road and say, we can't practice here during the spring. We'll get our own pickup game going on the other side of the street.
Right.
Do you play football year round? Are you full-time?
Full time.
All year round?
Full-time.
No other sports?
I play lacrosse, but I'm just sticking to football this year. I've trained really hard for football.
So once your season's over after the senior year, you're going to start focusing on college.
Yes, sir.
Getting ready for that in a big way.
Yes, sir.
Talking to some schools already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, who are we talking to?
Wingate, I have offer from Wingate, Davidson, Bentley, and
Davidson, you're a good
West
company
Point.
there.
So
West Point, man.
Yes, sir.
You came in wearing a T-shirt. You should have come in wearing a military uniform. You're looking to go big time here. That's some good stuff.
Yes, sir. So I'm really excited about that. So once the season's over with, obviously this is first right now, but once I get over with the season, it's strictly college.
You got to be focused all the time.
Yes, sir.
Because you're playing some serious business.
Yes,
you're playing senior year football plus those colleges you're talking about. That's serious business there.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to do well for those, but you got some good opportunities in that line of schools there. What about this NFL game tonight? Who do you like in this game tonight?
I don't like neither of them. I don't like
No
the
Patriots,
Patriots.
no
I don't like the Steelers. I'm a Ravens fan, so you can't like them. It's ain't the
Would you
business.
love to see Steve Smith go back to the Panthers?
No, sir.
Keep him, huh?
Yeah, stay out. Yeah, keep him there. Keep him there. Actually, he's retiring
This year. That's why I want to get him back to the Panthers for his last year. Plus, the Panthers need some help. A little help there. I used to be a huge Redskins fan all these years, but we don't get much Redskins information anymore. So I follow them like I did. Plus, RG3 stories are not good stories. It's just a bunch of junk all the time in the news and all that. What about the Panthers? Let's get them. Did they beat the Jaguars big this week? Did the Panthers win this first game?
I believe so. I believe so.
Need to get a win. Cam Newton's got to keep it rolling. Got that new contract, big money. Got to produce. Got to get the big numbers going there. What about the Carolina and A&T game coming up this Saturday? Any hope for the Aggies going to Chapel Hill?
I'm rooting for the Aggies, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, because, hometown, so why not? Why not?
What about, here's a hard one for you. Guilford College Quakers, local team. They've got a starting quarterback. He threw 5 touchdowns last Saturday in the first half. He came out of a local Guilford County high school. Can you give us his name? Remember this guy in Northwest? He's still out there. He's still out there somewhere. Greensboro College is playing Bridgewater Saturday at home. Any idea where Bridgewater is from? No help on that one. Your favorite part of football practice?
Let's see. I think that would be.
What's the best part?
I think it'd be goal line. I think goal line would be probably the best part.
On the defensive side of the ball?
Defensive side
Not yet on the offensive side, on the defensive side.
Defensive side of the ball.
Gotcha.
I think goal line is probably the best part on Tuesdays.
I know we got to get rolling. Do you line up any differently in that situation, or you stand straight? Or you get down in the stands?
No, I get down in the stance. And,
Other times you standing up though?
No, I'm never.
Always in the stands.
Always in the
3-point stance.
4 point most of the time.
Wow. I hate to say it, but if I'm a defensive lineman, and I played a little bit back when I was real young, but man, if I can help it, I hated the 4-point stance. I don't know what. I don't like being there. I want to be ready to go. I want to be in position to grab. If I'm down, my theory is if I'm down as a lineman, I got to come up sometime. You don't want me to come up, you want me to stay low, but I got to step up sometime. So let me go and be standing. That guy's running toward me. I don't know what it is. I want to make all tackles.
To stand up, I don't like to stand up really because my chest is all vulnerable. I just like being down to 4
You're
point.
a pure down in the dirt lineman.
Yes, sir. I like to put my hand in
Gotta
the
respect you for that. I want to stand. I want to get back at the linebacker spot. I don't want to be on the line anymore. I want to get back and make all the tackles. I'm tired of doing all this dirty work on the line. That's a dirty job. People don't realize that's a tough job.
It is.
Tough job, a thankless job, a dirty job. Man, you got to do it.
Well, you got to have a mindset, it's a mentality.
It's different. It is a different mindset for sure. What about that situation with the guys? I think it was in Texas where they hit that referee. Did you see that?
Yeah, I just watched it not too long ago. We was talking about it. It's crazy. I know I could never do anything like that. Especially, I would never even thought about doing something like that. That's
crazy
bizarre.
stuff.
Yeah,
Crazy
bizarre.
stuff. Final thought for you here as we get ready to close out because they got to get Will in as well. What will it take to win tomorrow night, keep this unbeaten start the season going? And really, you need to. You almost got to. You guys got to take care of it. What will it take to get that win tomorrow night?
Play relentless. Play balls to the wall 100%.
When do you start? I know it's all about all in. You told me already. When do you start that? I mean, it started back earlier. Now, get ready for the game tomorrow. When do you start really locking it down for tomorrow night's game?
Oh, we started Monday. Well, we started Monday. You know, when we came to practice, absolutely focused.
What time do you go to bed tonight?
Tonight, I probably go to bed around like 9:30 or 10.
9:30 or 10. So, what time do you go to bed the night of the game when the game's over? What time do you go to bed that night?
I may go home and eat or go out with some friends, you know, go somewhere and eat. And then after that, take a shower. I'm lights out.
Yeah, so you still go to bed pretty early, even on game night?
It depends what time we get back to the school and depending on where we go.
Doesn't take you long to wind down.
No, it doesn't.
You're not wired up any longer.
No.
Gotcha.
There you go.
And college-wise, we're talking Davidson. We're talking where else? You mentioned Wingate, Army, West Point. Mm-hmm. What was the last one? Bentley. Tell me about Bentley.
I talked to them last time I talked to them probably a month or two ago.
Where is Bentley?
It's in New Jersey, I believe.
Okay.
It's a smaller school. It's in New Jersey, but I really like West Point right now and Davidson. I really like them two schools. I went up to West Point, visited them this year in the middle of the summer, and I really liked it. It's a great
The fun thing about West Point, I think by knowing some of the guys that went there, you don't go there like in August. You don't go there like in September. You go there like in June. You get there early.
Yeah.
And man, you were going out in the woods. They're climbing trees. They put you through but if you come through there, you're set for life.
Right.
You're set for life.
We talked about that.
You being a graduate from West Point, you're set for life. There's a kid out of Southeast. He's still there now. A kid out of a couple of guys. A kid out of Grimsley, Kurt. Clintmore went there, local kid. And another kid out of Southeast on the baseball. I mean, if you get there, you're rolling.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. We talked about that. So.
You've got some opportunities tomorrow night. Take full advantage of those.
I will.
Shoot for 10. I don't know if you want to shoot for 10. You're in a 4-point stance. You may want to set things up. Make sure your linebackers get 15 tackles each. You're in good shape. Yeah. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming tonight.
Thank you. No
Appreciate
problem.
your help. Will Hard next. Will is on the phone.